So this here is the Syilx. This is where I used to live. Now you can't see much because they got the fencing up. They don't want you to see. There were about 14 people living here. So happened within the year and 9 months that I was there, eviction notices were given. So everybody was really up in arms and afraid that, oh my God, I'm going to go homeless again. I'm going to go homeless again. These places were perfect. I even asked the city, hey, why aren't you taking the wood from these log homes? They are all log homes. We're just going to bulldoze it. We're just going to tear it down. That made no sense to me. Because you could have taken 13 homes, found a piece of property, I don't care if it was up in the mountains, put them all back up there, redo the windows, redo the doors, redo the framing, or not the framing, but the frames of the doors, and redo the roofs. So I was homeless myself for approximately 5 years, off and on. I ran into all kinds of situations. Bylaw, police, harassments, fighting. And it made me more angry. And just so that you know, I didn't have a drug problem. I had an anger management problem. Okay? And that anger management was gone from me. There was just me and anger. So that was difficult. That was difficult until I got help. The right person to talk to. And everybody says, go see a counselor. Well, I'm going to tell you something about that too. I went through probably 6 or 7 of them for anger management before I found the right one. And that's over a 25, 30-year period. 30 years. Still holding a job, still, able to do my things, owning my own company. But anger management wasn't my forte. So I ended up on the street again through other things that had happened, traumas. And then it was off and on. Once I got that help, I now work for a society that helps the vulnerable, that helps the elderly. Each and every year, this goes on. We always have the same circle of argument, right? How do we fix the problem? Here's a way to fix the problem. This should not have happened, and if it did happen, it should have been take it out and build a better system. COVID made a change immediately. And yet, here we are standing here 5 years later and looking at low-cost housing being torn down that could have been used, that should have stayed. It just doesn't make any sense to me. This is where I get told that the citizens are complaining. Well, let me put it to you this way. We're all citizens, okay? Some citizens are arguing that it's a problem. Some. And I say to them, you should be going out to the city and giving the city ideas on how to solve that problem, but not move it. Not move it. Moving it obviously shows that it doesn't work. Why would they do drugs after they get homeless? It's called escape. We don't want to feel anything. We're done feeling. Our feelings aren't listened to. And when you're degraded, when you're put down, when you're kicked, when you are asleep on a church step and somebody pours water on you to tell you to get out of town, what do you expect that person to become? they become irritated, angry, disconnected, all the things you can think of. All the things you can think of. If I ever hear of anybody saying, well, the homeless are defecating on the street, I'm going to say, well, then that means there aren't enough open bathrooms. The homeless stink. Well, I'm going to say, there aren't enough places to go to get a shower. The homeless do nothing for society. Well, I'm going to say, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. People that have licenses in their pockets, in their wallets still, that show that they are certified engineers, certified mechanics, certified in healthcare, certified in this, that, and the next thing. Myself was certified as a computer technician, certified as an alarm technician, telephone technician, gate controls, cameras. It can happen to anybody in a moment's notice, and it shouldn't. It really shouldn't. I do about, well, I'm going to give a roundabout figure, about 1,200 hampers a year. That's roundabout. I shouldn't have to hand out one. Not one. It's time to make a difference. Time to change the way we do things. Actually change it. Not put in a different word to make it sound better. Actually change it. My father used to say, you can say and talk as long as you want. You have to prove your actions. Right? You have to prove your words through actions. So, my actions have proven that you can work out of it. I now live in a Syilx in a 3-bedroom house by myself and my cat. And I love it. Are you telling me that the rest of the homeless are no good for that? I'm going to tell you, you're crazy. You're crazy. They are mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, daughters, and we just let them go. That's all I got to say.